Hello everyone, Nigat here. Welcome to another match of Littlewargame. I am so excited to bring you this match between Aicy in the top left of Sylvan Charm, playing with the red pieces, naturally, versus Guinness, playing with the blue pieces in the bottom right corner, again, of Sylvan Charm. This game is going to be the conclusion to a best-of-3 match between Aicy and Guinness, obviously, since they're both playing. They're playing in a tournament. It's the $500 Littlewargame tournament that's being hosted by ItanoCircus. You'll be watching this in a video, so it's a live game, so I'm kind of commentating as if it's going on in real time, but for you, you're going to watch it because it's a recording, so for you it'll be the past. But the $500 Littlewargame tournament was a free to join open tournament. Anyone could have joined and played against some of the best players in Littlewargame, and tried out their skills, tried out their chops at Littlewargame, let's say, to potentially get one of those prizes. And so where we are in terms of this video, there are currently 4 players left in the entire tournament. There were about 35 to about 40 people who had joined, and these are the last 4. They're Guinness, Aicy, √1, and WeirdRat. Those are the top 4 players, and we are currently in the losers bracket of the format, where the loser, or actually the winner of this game, will go on to play in the losers bracket finals, and whoever wins the losers bracket finals will go on to play WeirdRat, I believe. I think he's already waiting in the winners finals to potentially win the $500 Littlewargame tournament hosted by Aicy. If you're ever curious about joining some of these tournaments, you can join the Littlewargame Discord. The announcements on Littlewargame are quite active, so we have people like Consciously Eating, who posts tournaments that you could possibly join. We have people like √1, who hosts tournaments, and then occasionally we have some show matches as well. Additionally, let's talk about our channel. Let's just do a little bit of kind of I don't know how to describe it anymore, actually. But anyways, if you're interested in learning more about Littlewargame, if you're like brand new to the game, maybe you've come over from the StarCraft community and you're interested in it, and you've just seen people playing games and this seems really fun to you and you want to learn more, remember to subscribe to this channel, because I post videos about Littlewargame pretty regularly. Things like build order guides, things like replays, for your viewing pleasure, and so that you can learn more about the game and learn more about why we love this game, and potentially join our community. We have an amazing community on the Discord, and we just love, well, actually one of the best players at the time, Norm, was the one who taught me how to play, and so our community is very, very much like that, where we are happy, even some of the best players are happy to kind of teach the new players more about our game. We do see that Guinness on Sylvan Charm, it's a little bit of a bigger map, but it's not as big as Junction, right? We do see that Guinness decided to go for a fast expand. Aicy just going for standard raider opening, 2 raider into his castle opening, and then you follow it up with more raiders. I'm curious to see if he's going to get an advanced workshop again and try to go for his raider drops like he did in the first game. Because this is a bigger map, you're going to have a lot more, probably a lot more success with doing things like drops, because your armies are going to have to move around a lot more. There's something we need to cover regarding the tournament itself. How are the maps chosen? So this was a tournament with some map rules. The way maps were chosen was both players would pick a map, and then they would also ban maps out, and then after they had banned maps out, whatever map was left over, they would play that map. Looks like Guinness is trying so hard to get to these low HP raiders, but Aicy doing a fantastic job of microing and keeping them all alive. But the reason why I bring that up is because we had already played 2 games. It's the best of 3. As I mentioned, this is the conclusion. The first game was played on Ravaged. I believe Aicy chose Ravaged because he's been choosing Ravaged for the majority of his games. Guinness, I believe, chose Stream Junction, and that's a very strong guess. I definitely think that Guinness was the one who chose Steam Junction, and then that means that this was the last map that was chosen between those players. So Guinness and Aicy banning out the smaller maps, Silent Fjord as well as Xenos, those being the smaller maps, to make sure that they get to play on just a little bit of a larger map, making sure that they're not gonna die to any cheeses necessarily, but rather, what? Aicy with the forbidden tech? I've never seen that before. Aicy knows this map so well. Oh, I think I know what it... Wait. No, I don't understand. How was Aicy able to flash from here to here? Okay, Aicy. He's played this game too much. So it is, like I mentioned, both of these players are playing for their tournament life here. So whoever loses is out of the tournament. I believe there will be a cash prize for being in the top 4. I think even for being in the top 8, I believe there's a cash prize. But Aicy is definitely one of those players that is going to try to be in the top 3 as much as he possibly can. Guinness putting in a lot of pressure. Aicy is able to defend, but he did lose a lot of wolves here. Actually, Guinness is losing way too many wolves to this worker micro. Raider, does he have 25? Yes, he does. He has 25. He had 28 energy, so he had enough to flash away. Interesting. Very interesting. It looks like Aicy is deciding to go for a fortress follow-up. Man, Guinness lost so many wolves. He lost 10 wolves and 2 workers versus Aicy's raiders. Man, this just shows you that with good raider micro, you can hold almost anything. All you need to do is just have good raider micro. So at the same time, little bit of a supply block from Aicy. I was kind of surprised to only see them at... Aicy was only at 40 supply 7 minutes into the game. That's really low. But again, potentially from losing some workers. He's also deciding to go for two techs. So usually what you want to do is you want to expand, you want to get your production, and then you want to go into tech. So for some people, it's Advanced Workshop for drops. In this case, it was Fortress for dragons. But Guinness, or Aicy rather, decided to go for 2 things. He decided to go for dragons and werewolf drops at the same time. And that is going to stretch his economy very, very, very thin. It's going to stretch his army very, very thin. He's pretty much just betting that he can defend anything that Guinness does on a couple of raiders, pretty much. And he's been doing it. Like, the only thing that's keeping him in this game, pretty much, is 2 raiders and a dream. And also some pretty bad micro from Guinness earlier to have lost so many wolves. He lost 10 wolves. If Guinness had 10 wolves right now, if he hadn't lost 10 wolves right now, he would be so far ahead. Aicy wouldn't be able to do anything anymore. But alas, that's not the world we live in. Guinness is able to get a lot of these workers killed. Oh no, another kind of needless death of a dragon. So in case you're unaware, dragons, they naturally heal over time. If we look at the health regeneration at the bottom of the screen, it just naturally heals over time. So any damage you do on these dragons, that just goes away, and you can get free value without even having to worry about any of this kind of stuff. But Aicy is now going for an airship. He kind of gave up on his werewolf drop, I think. Guinness, his economy is good. Let's take a look at their economies. So Guinness, again, very similar to last game, is now ahead in economy, whereas even though he's lost more resources, he's actually lost an even amount of resources to Aicy at this point. Is Guinness trying to go for this mano-a-mano dragon fight? Like, where are the dragons going, good sir? Ballista are coming back. No, you need to focus the dragons now, Guinness. These dragons are going to kill you. Yeah, or at least... Okay, now you have to focus the airship. Because if you don't focus the airship, the airships are going to kill you. Oh no, bad decisions. Bad decisions everywhere. He's just trying to focus down these workers. But Aicy is good enough. He's just going to pull those workers away and have them on hold position micro so that they don't die. And Aicy chasing with these ballista, an example of how valuable ballista can be when they're paired with their airship. Almost not having to stop. Actually, with perfect micro, you wouldn't even have to stop the airship from moving. You could just drop the ballista would fire, and then you just pick it right back up without even having to move the airship back to pick it up. Ooh, what is this? Guinness had decided to go for a werewolf drop of his own. Apologies, viewers. I did not see that tech happening. Let's go ahead and have this on production. Here we do see the drop. Ooh, I don't think Aicy's gonna be aware. That's right. And then the workers are going to come back. Yeah, Aicy was not aware of that drop. If we had another smash. So I believe smash is on a 15-second cooldown. Do see that dragons come back. So the use case for the dragons is that they are going to stop these airships from coming back to pick up the workers. I kind of want to see Guinness take these werewolves to the main and try to just kill as many workers as possible with more smashes. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Guinness is playing so well, but the decision making, like his micro has been incredible. Some of the macro elements he's been doing has just been fantastic, but some of the decision making in terms of the unit placement, oh, do a smash. Yeah, like the individual micro is not the greatest. We do see that Guinness is at the same time moving around, so he's been collecting dragons. Aicy decides to get a fourth base. He's on 90. Actually, they're both supply blocked at 90. Guinness getting a house, so a little bit of improvement could be done. We do see that Aicy has constructed a house. Also, at the same time, castles provide supply, so that's good as well. Definitely kind of want to. I don't want to see Guinness fall behind. I really don't want to see Guinness fall behind in terms of economy. I do want to say in terms of just, we do see dragons just flying past each other, not able to see. I'm sure Guinness is going to be able to turn these dragons around, or I'm very curious, do we see a base trade scenario come up where Guinness decides, because he has the 2 towers, that these dragons are not going to be able to do very much, and he's just going to try to sneak these dragons in, killing workers. Aicy does lose dragons. Aicy is microing. Excellent commentary from Mr. Negat, saying ooh a lot of times over and over. Yeah, Guinness, if he's able to kill the workers here at the main base, he should be pretty good. As far as upgrades go, Aicy with the attack upgrade, whereas Guinness has the defense upgrade, so kind of defense upgrades kind of evening out. I personally like defense upgrades just because the damage in Littlewargame is not the biggest. Do see that Aicy is coming back. Guinness trying to go for a little bit of a werewolf run by, but that is responded to in kind, and then Aicy at the same time is going to respond to these dragons with ballistas. So Guinness again losing a lot of ballistas, but Aicy losing a lot of workers, and now he has just 20 workers where Guinness has 25. So is it worth losing that much? Well, let's take a look at the income. Ooh, Guinness has mined about 1,000 more resources, but he's also lost about 1,000 more resources comparatively to his opponent. So right this second, they might be even. However, Aicy is at 100 supply, whereas Guinness is only at 80. These towers are coming up, so they will function as a good defense to avoid being just completely destroyed by these dragons. We do see that these werewolves are at home. I don't think Guinness is doing anything on the other side of the map anymore, so he's just completely focused on the defense. We see more dragons. Ooh, Raider's doing a lot of damage. The biggest thing right now, where are these dragons going? These need to be here in this fight. The second these ballista go away, the dragons are going to be huge. Oh, wait a second. I see what's going on. Aicy has like 3 ballista. 4. He has 4 ballista on this side of the map. That's too many ballista. Honestly, here's the reason why I say this is too many ballista. They don't do anything for you in a ground-based army. You can get ballista of your own for these dragons, and I'm sure Guinness is going to move these around. But now you don't have the ballista at home. Guinness is going to be able to kill all of these workers. There's no ballista. Even if you decided to get ballista at home to kind of defend against the dragon push, you're going to have 5-6 ballista, and that is terrible when it comes to like late game fights. And so Guinness just decides, I'm going to go base to base, kill as many workers as I possibly can. It's funny, even though he is doing this, they're both on a relatively similar amount of workers, both hovering around the 20 mark. So defending each other almost perfectly, I want to say. Guinness is getting a really good fight here, though, with these ballista. These werewolves are going to be able to defend at home. Guinness kind of needs to start thinking about taking a new base, though. Let's take a look at the state of his economy. So 700 more gold here, about 1,400 more gold here, 2,000 here. He's definitely going to want to start getting a base here, probably for the 6,000 gold. That'll be really strong. Aicy is able to deal with those dragons, it looks like, and it looked like he also brought his airship back home to kind of deal with that. So superb defense by Guinness. Aicy looks like he's going for just a straight up werewolf army. I'm curious. I don't think this is good. I think this might actually be bad, but I'm curious if either of these players decided to get mages in this position. Would it be all that bad? Especially for a ground army. Because you could slow field the werewolves. You could also fireball the werewolves. But what else would they do? Well, not much else probably, actually. They would just be for the ground army, but they wouldn't be providing too much support. At the same time, we do see that Guinness is trying so hard to get some valuable trades on his opponent's army. We do see that these dragons are fighting. It's very hard to see the HP of these dragons at the top of the screen, but Guinness does win the army, the dragon fight. Aicy kind of needs to micro this. If he's able to kill 4 dragons, that's going to be huge, but he needs to spend his time macroing at home while also chasing this. But this might actually be game winning. Aicy with the dragons here. Guinness on the other side kind of collecting some dragons here to try to go for another run by. Saved. Just completely saved by these ballista at home. And now Guinness might be able to start moving, try to get some space in the middle of the map. And let's see if he decides to go for an expand here. We do see that both of his expands, his main base and his second base, are almost completely mined out. I really need to see Guinness expand here, and it looks like he does decide to do that. Aicy with a very sneaky wolf here. He's going to be able to spot when the expand happens. Again, another battle for the dragons occurs. Let's take a look at the upgrades. Aicy with +3 attack, just a perfect micro from Guinness. And then Guinness with the +2 armor and then +1 attack upgrades. He has been consistently getting upgrades throughout this entire game. Now we see a little bit of a fight, so a lot of werewolves for Guinness. He might try to go for a game-winning push here. At the same time, we see that these dragons are doing a lot of damage against these werewolves, but the ballista perfectly warding them away. This feels all of this matches, but this feels kind of funny enough. This feels almost like Terran versus Terran in StarCraft 2, where you have like the key units that are allow you to move forward and then allow you to defend. At the same time, Guinness kind of moving in, again trying to do some damage with this, but this move around is not going to be very good. Kind of moves it back. He loses a dragon, which is not very good to see. But at the same time, Aicy is able to kill his opponent's 4th base while getting a 4th base of his own, which is good to see. Aicy is getting a new base, but it's in a weird location. I'm sure it's in that location because he was expecting to expand via this kind of natural expansion route. But Guinness is just pushing forward. Aicy might not have the supply to stop this. We've got 100 supply to about 120 supply. Again, I think it's because of these ballista. Almost, how many ballista? So 5 ballista for Aicy. That's so much supply in ballista. I think ballistas are like 4 supply each. That is so much supply in ballista, and that means that he's not going to have a good army to defend this at home. Guinness just keeping his army composition exactly where it needs to be. Obviously, Aicy is going to have units to defend dragons with, but Guinness getting the upper hand. It's looking Guinness favored. It looks like Guinness might be going to the top 3. Aicy doesn't have the dragons, the amount of dragons needed to kind of stop this. And Aicy GG's out. Guinness is in the top 3. Aicy has lost. Aicy, one of the so-called best players of Littlewargame, has been defeated by Guinness. Wow, incredible game. If you enjoyed that game, like I enjoyed that game, please leave a like in the down below. Comment in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.